gonna go through shit with everybody around you. Everybody around you is in your life for a specific reason, to help you develop certain characteristics or achieve certain goals or make progress in certain areas while you're here on earth, right? So that means there's going to be conflict in relationships. There's going to be misunderstandings, because no, you are not like anybody else. Nobody else is like you. Nobody's going to think like you and have the same experiences, approach life the same way that you are. They're just going to show you how you show up so that you can see how the fuck you showing up, like, and reciprocate the energy that you put out into the universe. Like, that's what everybody around you does, right? So whether a relationship is karmic or soulmate or twin flame or demonic is dependent upon how the two individuals involved in a relationship is dependent upon how the two individuals involved in a relationship transmute the energy that they develop from the conflict and the issues that they face, or whatever challenges, circumstances, right? Because you pick whether or not the circumstance that you face is conflict, right? By the other choices that you make leading up to this. So that's a whole nother thing. But so there's gonna be conflict. There's gonna be, those things. But it depends on how those two people process the energy that they receive from that conflict as to whether or not the relationship is going to benefit them and be something that is divine and helps them to evolve, and they grow from situations and then develop healthier patterns in those relationships. Like, that's what divine connections look like. Like, we're able to take what it is that we just went through, and we're able to learn and grow from it and evolve and have a healthy, happier relationship, because we just got through this shit together. Like, that's what divine energy looks like. And you're gonna help me create my heaven, I'm gonna help you create yours, and we're gonna live in this little bubble heaven that we got together, and it's gonna be great. Okay, it's gonna be great. That's what divine. Okay, but a karmic situation looks more like two individuals are both or one or the other. Even to me, it's got to be a karmic relationship if it's one or the other, because you're choosing to be in a relationship with a karmic, right? So right, okay, or maybe not. Hey, but for me, in my situation that was karmic, I was definitely choosing to be in a situation with a karmic as opposed to somebody who I could grow with, because the situation just continued to disintegrate over the years. Over the years, it became worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But I still participated in a relationship, and I was in a karmic cycle and stuck in a situation where I was reciprocating this energy that I was receiving in a toxic way, and I was digressing specifically in that relationship and in many other relationships, because most of them at the time were karmic, and most of those relationships I don't have anymore. But anyway, karmic relationships yield toxicity that helps a part of you that needs to die just go ahead and be killed off. But it's done in like the most painful, brutal, heart painstaking way possible, right? So because you haven't evolved to a point where you can learn from anything but those traumatic ass experiences, right? So you gotta learn, you gotta grow, you gotta progress while you're here. And it's like you could choose ways to learn, grow, and progress that are healthy, or you can like drag yourself through the mud and be forced to learn and grow and progress. But anyway, that is what karmic relationships do. They drag your ass. You be drugged. But a relationship that is divine, like, it has these moments, because those conflicts are going to come, but the result of that is a healthier, happier relationship that has fewer of those blow up moments, or when there is conflict, is handled in a more healthy way progressively each time. We don't, oh, it's just getting worse between us, we just blowing up on each other, what I'm saying? It's getting worse between us. That's karmic. It's getting to where, okay, we figured out, okay, this triggers this person, or this person is working through this, and I might be able to be considered in this way, and boom, now we're able to have consistently healthy And even if we start to have interaction that's not as healthy, we're able to be like, okay, we're getting too far. We're able to pull back, and we're able to, realign and get it together and pick new narratives and hear each other out. That's healthy shit. You know what I'm saying? When you can do that, when you can communicate, get over a problem, create a solution, move forward, have a common premise moving forward, be able to forgive and behave as if you have forgiven. But forgiveness is a divine quality. Okay. Anyway, I just want you to realize the difference in a relationship that has consequences that are karmic, and where you're stuck in cycles and you're learning through pain and trauma and hurt, and that is how you're choosing to evolve, as opposed to relationships that are based on divine energy, where you are making choices with another person to evolve your spirit through interaction with someone, and you're able to become a better person and build without the pain and abuse and the harmful experiences. So if you're still having to have like these super traumatic experiences and they're reoccurring, and you're generally unhappy, then you may be in a karmic situation. Not saying that divine situations are always going to be perfect and happy, and nothing ever is going to happen, but the good is going to outweigh the bad, and it's going to be to your benefit and not to your detriment. It's not going to prevent you from achieving your goals. You'll actually be able to transmute that energy and do better things towards your goals if you're able to have a divine connection with someone, as opposed to a karmic connection. And so I think that that's somewhere that gets a lot of attention, because there's a lot of mysticism around, and like, oh, is this a karmic relationship? Is this a twin flame? Is this a soulmate? Like all the mysticism around all the different terms and things. It's like, is this a relationship that's gonna mirror you in a way that is karmic and you are miserable, or have you gotten to a point where that is no longer the way that you learn? And there's no negative connotation with karma, you know? Because sometimes, a lot of times, you can stay in karmic relationships and cycles is because you're really not that bad. So you are getting a lot of good from this person too. And they are mirroring you in positive ways as well. So there is something to but even if there's something to hold on to, we still have to have like limits and boundaries, and understand that there's an overall tally that needs to be taken. Okay, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you feel like you've lost yourself, you don't have your identity, you don't get to do things that you enjoy, you're not fulfilled, you're not heading in a direction in your life that you feel is positive, and you're enthusiastic and excited about it, and you feel grateful in the morning when you wake up for your life and for another opportunity to exist here in this experience and achieve the work that you signed up to do, then it's some progress. You know what I'm saying? That you want to be achieving in your relationship. You want to really take inventory and say, hey, can this relationship bring me closer to